you're looking for work, you're probably not in the best financial situation, and people are using that as an opportunity to scam folks and make them, put them in an even worse financial situation. Hi, lovely people. It's me, Jess, and today I want to tell you about an experience I recently had with a job scammer. So I will walk you through this and share my experience, and hopefully this will help others to understand how a job scammer may present themselves online by looking at my own example. I was reached out to by a man here, and his title is Experienced Job Recruiter, Director of Career Development, Expert something something. And he is a third connection, which immediately was surprising to me because if you're someone in the same industry, typically, even if we're not a first connection, I'm not already connected to you on LinkedIn, we're often within the network. So you may be connected to someone I am connected to, given we're in the same field, right? And so this is a third connection. So this man is not connected to me or anyone connected to me on LinkedIn, if that makes sense. So he reaches out on Sunday and says, "Hello, Jessica. I observed your recent post, which indicates that you are open to work. After checking out your profile, I was overwhelmed with the set of skills and experience you had. If you don't mind, can I ask you a question?" So with this, I was alerted by the time, 8:42 p.m., which is odd for most recruiters to reach out so late at night. Now, sometimes recruiters will do this, use a Sunday night and say, "Listen, I've got to start reaching out to people," or they're at least use the time for sourcing folks. But at 8:42 p.m., that's a little strange. And then the other thing that caught my attention is that they said, "If you don't mind, can I ask you a question?" People don't typically talk like this on LinkedIn. The other thing that put me on alert was that this person said, "Happy to connect," and sent in a hug emoji. And so this was sent actually at the same time that I responded. I think their internet connection may have just been faster than mine, but I responded back, "Hello, John. Thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate your positive message. And yes, please feel free to ask." The person responds, "Which job role are you hoping to secure?" Which, of course, is a strangely worded question, which also put me on the edge a little bit, but I respond. And I was not on LinkedIn last night, but I did see their message today on Monday. And I respond with, "I'm considering roles in talent acquisition, talent development, and related areas. Are you currently hiring for anything that would meet my expertise?" Now, this response completely, I was like, okay, this is a scammer. Absolutely. I was already suspicious, but how they responded next was, "Yes." Next line, it says, "Okay." The next line says, "Can I have a look at your resume?" No punctuation at all. And I respond with this: "I am considering only remote opportunities at this time. Can you tell me more about your organization and if you are hiring for remote opportunities? I am hesitant to share my resume without knowing more." I wanted to see here if they would actually respond with information about their organization, because any recruiter would if they receive this type of message. They respond with, "Okay." The next line says, "Your resume, send it." 100% a job scammer, right? So I respond back to them, which you see in real time on this video. "No, thank you, but I appreciate your assistance." And I want to take a quick look at the profile, which I had already done when this person reached out to me. And I saw this, and I'm wondering if you will be able to catch a big sign that this is a job scammer. So we see this person's photo, clearly a white male, right? And there's an organization listed there, University of Florida, their title, and right below that you see Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria, right? And I did see this, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go along with it just in case. You also see, as you scroll down their profile, their activity. And they really don't have any activity. They shared a post from Recruiting Heroes LLC, which is who they are trying to be a representative of, falsely, I will add, but they're sharing a person by the name of Colin Whittington, who is the founder and CEO at, I believe, Recruiting Heroes LLC. So basically shared their posts to probably look a bit more legit. And then their experience shows that they, shows the same title, same organization, and that they're freelance, which they probably have that they're freelance, so that in the case that if they do email people, right, their email not showing as recruiting heroes in the domain won't be suspicious because they're a freelancer, right? The other thing here, master's degree in information technology, University of Florida, then also Federal University of Technology, occur, master's degree information technology, right? This is another sign, right? Linking back to Nigeria. Also, most recruiters don't typically study information technology, never work in the field, and then just jump into recruiting. All of these little signs that I'm showing you will hopefully help you, because times like these, when companies have a ton of layoffs, when it is very much an employer market and you have more people that are available to work than folks hiring, these job scams pop up. We talked about this in 2020 about job scams. Not a lot of people really watch those videos, but I know that people are getting scammed by attempts like this, and some of the things that job scammers will do, because you may be wondering, Jessica, what's the big deal if you send your resume? Well, one thing that can happen is they will kind of rope you in, get your resume, kind of find out what role you're interested in, say they have this job, and at some point in the process of them either interviewing you or trying to interview you, they will say you need to pay a fee for something. This may be a fee for a background check. This could be a fee for something else related to attaining the job, right? They can also use this kind of ploy as a way to get information from you. To say you have a job, we just need your social security number and your date of birth and your like very personal information, right, to get you on payroll. So these job scams go deep. This is likely just the beginning of their approach, just to, see if I would bite, or they could have just really taken my resume and used it for a number of purposes. This is not to say that this man in the photo has anything to do with this scam. Likely, the person has taken this man's picture and they're parading around on LinkedIn as this person. That's all I have for this video. Just wanted to share this occurrence with you and a show of how I handled things. You definitely never want to give away information if you're skeptical about the person being true to who they are, and feel comfortable asking for information. If you're not comfortable sharing your resume and you're open to new opportunities, that's okay. You can get information about the company first, especially if someone's directly reaching out to you. You didn't seek this person out. So be very leery at this time of job scammers. And when someone's reaching out to you about an opportunity, try to get some information first. You can definitely do your own research, but these are just a few tips to look at for job scams. So looking again at this profile, one, there's no branding image at the top of the page. It's blank. This isn't always, a scammer, but most recruiters will have some type of branded image in their profile. The location, Nigeria, doesn't really, just saying, doesn't really match the photo. It looks a little suspicious, right? And then for a recruiter to have only one post, is not even their own, just a repost, very suspicious as well. And then the last thing we had talked about is that, this is not a connection. with me directly, it's a third connection. With that, I'm going to close it out here. I hope this helps someone. I know it's a very difficult time right now, but I hope this is helpful so that you're not getting caught up in a job scam, which is really unfortunate. Like you're looking for work, you're probably not in the best financial situation, and people are using that as an opportunity to scam folks and make them, put them in an even worse financial situation. So I'm obviously totally against this. Anything you can do to help keep you from getting scammed, let me know. I do have another video on another scam that I had happen last year that I just never posted. So I'm going to make that, and hopefully that can also help folks. Bye, y'all.